Hey everybody, this is Chris and I'm back with another tutorial. We are on tutorial number 5 in this LoveBook series on how to build your LoveBook. So at this phase, we get to see the result of what happened with our LoveBook. And what we do in this part of the website is we took the answers that you gave and we put them into this book, but we also intermix a bunch of other generic pages of love, and you can see them. Some of them are super fun. For instance, my love for you is deeper than the ocean. So this is also the cool part too. But I want to go through each one of these tools really quickly with you to show you. Now we have the cover in the front. Again, if you tap on it, you can change the cover. It won't get rid of any of this, but it'll take you back to the cover editor so you can actually make those changes. And then when you tap on each one of these images, you get 4 options. There's an edit, a duplicate, swap, and delete. Now, the edit one is going to be the big one. That has a whole different tutorial on itself. There's also a duplicate, which is cool because maybe there's a series of pages that you really like, and you want to do a couple of them, like this superhero one. Say you wanted to duplicate it, and you wanted to use the same characters, but you want them in different positions. And again, that's part of the editing tool, which I'm going to get to in a little bit. But in this case, you can also delete pages. And then there's also this thing called the swap feature, where if you click on any one of the pages and you hit swap, it basically brings up something different. Let's just say you didn't like fireworks. And you're like, well, give me something different. It's just a filler page, maybe us drinking coffee, maybe us out in the rain. That's cute. So maybe that's the one. So swap out that one. It's just a cool little feature if you're reading through your book and there's something in there that just doesn't really make sense that got generated. Well, that's a way to fix it. So we're going to go through the arrange pages first, which is basic. You can click and drag or press and drag, tap and drag. You can move a page to a different location of the book. So let's say if you have your dedications at the very end right here, you want to move it to the very tail end of the book, you could do that. Sometimes we like to put it just prior to. Remember, the books are done in spreads. Even though you're seeing one page, they are left and right from each other. They are printed on both sides. For instance, if you had the book in your hand, this would be on the left page, this would be on the right. So if you wanted that to be now, the reason why we do that is because everyone can add as many pages as they want. We have a limit up to 100 pages per book. So sometimes people use odd number of pages, sometimes people use an even number of pages, and we don't force you to have to do any certain number of pages. So that's why that exists. So we're going to come back up to the top. So I'm going to just hit save, and that'll save the page order. Then there's also a previewer. So if you want to get a better, closer look at the pages that you've picked out, sometimes there's little details in there. And when you're in here, you can also tap on this and you can use the swap feature here and the edit feature here as well. So this is also part of the end. If you really are done and you're happy with your book, and we do recommend you look through your book. Can't tell you how many times people go through and have a typo or misspelling or something like that, and they submit their book and it's already been printed and they're like, can I make a change? And we're like, oh, it's really hard for us to do that when the book's already shipped to you. So please make sure you always go through your preview. I know you're not going to, but we ask anyway, so please try it. So I'm just going to hit cancel here, and then I'm going to go back here. This is another important thing. So we've already populated your book with all these pages, but you can always add more. And let's say you just wanted to hit that 50 number, right? So we're going to go and add pages. Now what we have is an entire database full of ideas. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to split this up into another video, and we're going to go through all of the pages that you can add to your book, and it starts right here.